Math riddles from the New York Sentinel crossword puzzle editor Tess Harper.
Let's go one more time, please. If last take was an 8, maybe bring it down to a 5.
Oh, right. Okay, 5. Got it. Sorry, I'm just a little nervous. Math riddles from the New York Sentinel crossword puzzle editor Tess Harper.
Perfect. Cut. Tail slate.
Was that okay?
That was great, Tess. We're gonna light a new angle for when you read the individual riddles, so you can take 30.
Great, thank you. How'd I do?
Well, you've heard the term fix it in post, right? Tess, you're a natural.
Well, please, I'm just trying to get the words out in the right order.
Yeah, well, luckily, that's your forte. The audience is going to love this. Sentinel's crossword editor, and riddle me this. It's the perfect marriage.
Well, you had a lot of people you could have asked to do this. Why'd you ask me?
You're everybody's first choice, Tess. I mean, mine included. And what happened between us, that's ancient history.
No, thank you. I appreciate that. And this has been great. It's been nice to reconnect.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I mean, since you have a few minutes, do you want to go pillage the craft service table?
How much longer do you think we'll be filming tonight?
I could probably have you out of here by 10 p.m. or so. Why, you got a hot date?
A dinner with a friend. Yeah, you know what? Let's grab something. It'd be nice to settle my nerves.
I hear that.
My aunt is such a huge fan of the show. She never misses an episode.
How's Candace doing? I mean, that Thanksgiving we spent with her and your Uncle Brian is still one of my top 5 ever.
Yeah, he passed away about 6 years ago. A car accident.
Tess, I'm so sorry. He was a great guy.
He was.
Why don't you have Candace come with you to the taping tomorrow? I'll make sure she's on the list.
Really? Oh my goodness, she would absolutely love that. I mean, love it. And if there was any way you could manage an introduction to Aiden Brooks, you might just be her new favorite person.
I don't see why that can't be arranged.
Yeah, I'm gonna need those casting tapes ASAP. A contestant we had just dropped out. All right, thanks.
Yikes.
You feeling good about the video segment?
Yeah, it's going great.
All right, well, if you need anything, I am around, okay?
Thanks.
Everyone here's so nice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Ian! Ian, I need help!
I'm okay.
Easy does it.
Yeah, we know.
Just need some air. Just
Come
need
on,
some
just chair behind you.
Just-
sit down. Come on.
Yeah, okay.
Sit down.
Jeez.
Here, have some water.
Thank you, guys. Man, I was just doing my rounds and I saw a light under Aiden's door and I knew he wasn't supposed to be in it. So I wanted to go take a look. When I came in, I saw this place was a mess and then wham.
And did you get a look at the person?
There was a guy. He had brown hair, about my height. Could have been 2 of them for all I know.
I mean, why would someone break into the host dressing room?
Who knows? Maybe it was a Riddler looking for a souvenir.
Wait, what's a Riddler?
What riddle me this superfans call themselves. Trust me, they can get a little intense.
Obsessive is more like it. Hey, I heard about Ian. Is he okay?
Yeah, it's just a pounding headache. He's giving a statement to the police. Tess, this is Dana's husband, Graham, the show's editor.
Oh, hi. Tess Harper.
Nice to meet you. I'm sorry, I gotta go.
Of course.
Oh, you know what? Excuse me just a second. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Logan, hey.
Hey, Hollywood. Yeah, so listen, we're all set for 7:30 tonight, Union Square Cafe.
I'm so sorry. I was just about to call you. I didn't realize, but we're going to be filming until about 10. Rain check?
Yeah, no, of course. Everything going well so far?
Yeah, everything's been fine until someone broke into the host dressing room and knocked out head of security.
Wow, is he all right?
Yeah, I think so.
Listen, if there's anything I can do to help, you know. Look, I'll let you get back to it. Break a leg, but, you know, please be careful.
All right, I will. Talk to you soon.
So, all set to see the stage?
Yeah, sure.
Right this way.
You heard that, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Great.
I'm detecting a little melancholy in the air.
No, she had to reschedule dinner or something.
Is it a date?
No, it's a meal between friends, not a date.
Oh.
Get over it.
Definitely sounds like a
No, it is not a date, okay? I'm not gonna take advice from someone who met their husband back in 2nd grade.
Hey!
What?
When you know, you know.
How can you know anything? They're great, too.
Here,
What?
taste this.
Whoa. That's incredible, Pop.
No. There's a container with your name on it in the fridge. Candace and I just finished our last Naples class. Next up, Tuscany. Oh, by the way.
Yeah.
Now that Winston has left us for the FBI, I'm making your partnership official.
Well then, partner.
I want to focus on puzzles with unifying themes over the next couple of weeks.
Ooh, oh, we could start with season-based puzzles for the spring.
Oh, that's good. Graduation's coming up. We could do one that focuses on college and university terminology.
Oh.
Is that Tess Harper's star of Riddle Me This?
Well, you're half right.
We're gonna have to have a viewing party when the episode airs.
Yeah, you get to go to the taping, right?
Yeah, later today, as soon as I get tomorrow's puzzle out. You know, something kind of crazy happened yesterday when I was there. Someone broke into Aiden's dressing room and attacked a security guard.
What? That's terrible.
Yeah, the police think it might be an obsessed fan.
Riddlers do love them some Aiden Brooks.
How do you know about Riddlers?
I'm a Riddler, okay? I love the show. My whole family loves it. I've been freaking out knowing that you're gonna be on the show all week.
Sonia, why didn't you say something?
I was embarrassed.
Well, I could see if Hunter could get you into the taping.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't think that I could handle being in the same room as Aiden Brooks. I mean, the man's a fox.
Hi, thank you.
Special delivery, Tess.
Wow, they're gorgeous.
A measure of time not found on a clock, but in your heart.
Sounds romantic. What do you think it means?
I don't know.
I didn't think Logan had it in him.
They're not from Logan. They're from Hunter.
So have I thanked you yet for inviting me?
Only a couple dozen times.
Oh, look. Riddle me this. Show just meant so much to your Uncle Brian and me.
Oh, I always thought it was so sweet the way you guys would keep your scores as you played along at home.
Oh, yeah.
I miss him too.
Yeah. Seriously, this is so nice of Hunter. I would have thought maybe he would have held a grudge after the way things ended between you two.
Oh, you know what? He could have been more supportive or nicer.
Really?
Yeah, when we were together, he was so focused on himself and his career.
Maybe success has taught him that there is more to life than getting ahead. Oh, we're next. Got your handy.
Hello. It is Tess Harper and Candace Wentworth.
She's going to be on the show tonight. It's her debut.
Well, enjoy the show, ladies.
Thank you.
Let's go. Where do we go?
I made this especially for Aiden. The New York winters can be so frigid. I'd hate for him to catch cold and miss the show.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
Oh, the fans love him.
Hey, welcome to the show, ladies. How you doing?
Good to see you.
Please, just have a seat.
Oh, thank you. So, is there a special place we're supposed to sit?
Got you all front and center.
Oh, yeah? You didn't have to do that.
What are you talking about? You're the guest of honor. Candace, I'm so glad you can make it.
Oh, thank you. Tess told me that you are the head riddle writer on the show. Wow.
You're bragging about me?
Maybe a little.
I want to tell you, tonight is going to be a great show. Matthew Nasser's on fire. He's only a few wins away from the show record.
I know, he's so smart. And fearless. Honey, he goes all in on the double-up dilemma every single time.
That's why he's the champ. Right over here.
Oh, great.
Oh, and thank you for the flowers.
Did you figure out the riddle?
Not yet.
I look forward to hearing what you think when you do. Oh, stick around after the show, okay? Got a little surprise for you.
Is this about flowers?
Oh, it's nothing. It was just a thank you for being on the show.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome to America's favorite host, Aiden Brooks.
Welcome to America's #1 rated game show, Riddle Me This. Now, who's here to see Matthew Nasser break the record? And once again, our returning champion, a high school English teacher from Norman, Oklahoma, Matthew Nasser. After 36 wins in a row, Matthew, I'm running out of stories to ask you about.
Well, Aiden, I guess I should have led a more interesting life.
Well, if you break the record of 41 wins in a row, you'll never want for stories again. Wow. Now, is everyone ready to play? Riddle Me This.
Are you excited?
Okay, let's get started. Our first categories are Time Flies. Which came first? No Direction Home. A Matter of Life and Death. Sports Dynasties. And finally,
Math riddles from the New York Sentinel crossword puzzle editor, Tess Harper.
You look so good, honey.
okay, Matthew, start us off.
All right, we'll take math riddles for 400.
How do you make the number 7 even without addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division?
Matthew.
You dropped the S.
That's correct. Your next selection?
Which came first? 300.
Matthew again.
Math riddles for 500.
That's correct. What goes up but never comes down?
A person's age?
That's correct. A man leaves home, turns left 3 times, only to come home finding 2 men in masks. Who are they?
A catcher and an umpire?
That's right.
Yeah. Math riddles 1,000.
How much would you like to wager, Matthew?
Oh, Aiden, all of it.
See?
In 1990, a person is 15 years old. In 1995, that same person is 10 years old. How can this be?
The person was born in 2005 BC.
That's right.
That was a trick question, and you got it.
Well, I guess the only question left to answer, Matthew, is how much you'll have made today. And you wagered all of it. Again. Making today's total $44,600. Which brings your 37-day earnings to $2,252,600. Tune in tomorrow for Matthew's March Towards History. Until then, I'm Aiden Brooks. Thanks for watching, and good night.
So good, I'm so proud. The camera loves you.
Right? I mean, how did it feel seeing yourself broadcast to an entire studio audience?
I was very self-conscious.
Another fantastic show, Hunter.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Freeman.
Marlon Freeman, the man who writes the checks for all of this. You were wonderful, Miss Harper. Let me know if you'd like to come back, all right?
I will. Thank you so much.
Let me see. Oh, honey.
Tess, you wouldn't have said that if you didn't mean it. You might have gotten yourself another career.
Nice.
Okay, y'all ready for your surprise?
We actually get to meet him?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, it's official. You are my new favorite person, Hunter. No offense, Tess.
I told you.
There's one thing look. And that is tea with lemon.
Sorry,
do you see any lemon in my tea? No? Neither do I. You're fired.
Oh.
Last week he said he didn't want any lemon in his tea.
Just don't worry about it, okay? I'm gonna talk to him myself. It's not your fault.
Well, maybe this isn't a good time.
Yeah, we don't want to impose.
He's expecting us. It's gonna be fine. Aiden!
Oh, what a great episode, Tess. I keep telling Hunter here we need to shake things up like that more often.
It's very nice of you to say.
And you must be Candace. Hunter tells me you're a big fan of the show.
Well, I never miss it if I can help it.
Well, on behalf of everyone here at Riddle Me This, let me say thank you. We wouldn't be where we are without our fans.
Well, my husband...
I've got some technical issues to go over for the next episode, but it was a delight meeting both of you. Please, come in. Get in here.
Okay. Thank you.
I had an idea for some future categories. Would you walk with me?
Of course.
Yeah. Ladies, make yourselves at home. Okay.
Just a few minutes.
Wow. He was so...
Phony.
I was gonna say full of himself, but that works too.
Hey, I wanted to drop these off for someone.
Oh, anyone put you on the list?
No, actually, it's a surprise for Tess Harper.
If anyone's got eyes on Dana, wanted to get a visitor approval.
Nah, I haven't seen her all day. I'll check the stage.
Security's tighter than usual today. All visitors need to be approved by our producer.
I understand. It's fine.
Aiden's face down. He's not moving. We're gonna need some help.
Where's your stage?
You're clear to the right. Here.
Hey, you're the one who called it in?
Yeah.
All right, step back. Call 911 right now. Everybody, if you could just stay back. Detective O'Connor, NYPD. This stage is now an active crime scene, so please, just stay back. He's dead.
Preliminary cause of death was asphyxiation by strangulation. Someone wrapped that red scarf around Aiden's neck and didn't let go until he was dead.
Well, strangulation takes time.
No leverage and strength necessary to apply that kind of pressure for that long.
Probably means our killer was male.
It's a big place. Someone had to have seen something.
Well, one of the security guards told me the stage area is a ghost town after tapings.
And the killer probably already knew that, which is why they chose to do it here.
Okay, nobody leaves until they give a statement, run background checks, the works.
I'll get the unis to start collecting contact information.
Very good. Let's do it. Let's go to work.
So you said the security was stricter than usual?
Because of the break-in yesterday. Do you think it could be the same person?
Well, it's quite possible. Listen, when you found the body, did you notice anything unusual? Did you see anyone?
No. I was doing my normal sweep after the taping.
Okay.
And I saw Aiden's body on the floor.
I was here in my dressing room when I heard the commotion.
Anybody account for your whereabouts at the time of the murder?
No. I was alone, prepping for the next show.
Okay, so aside from the visitors list, how else would you get access to the studio?
ID badges are issued to everyone on the crew. They can be used at any entrance. But every time they scan in, it gets logged into our system.
And what about the audience that was here today?
Everyone's pre-screened. Their IDs are matched against our list before they enter the building.
I'm gonna need that list and any names that had access to the studio, all right?
Sure thing.
All right, thanks.
What was your relationship with Mr. Brooks like?
Well, contestants and anyone else involved with the questions are kept away from each other. It's broadcast standards and practices rules. The only conversations I had with Aiden were in front of a live studio audience.
They on tape?
Oh, they're on tape. You can watch them. I look pretty good in them, too.
I would imagine.
So Ian gave you a scarf that you gave to Aiden, right? Any idea what Aiden did with it?
He threw it in the trash can over by where his body was found.
Okay.
Aiden wasn't the sentimental type.
Where were you around the time of the murder?
I was looking at casting tapes in my office, and then I went to see my husband in editorial when I heard what happened over the walkie.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Aiden had some thoughts about riddle categories he wanted to go over.
Oh, thanks.
So I walked him towards the stage.
You do realize you're the last person to see him alive, right?
Except the killer, you mean?
Did anyone else see you and Aiden part ways?
Not that I'm aware of.
Why do you think Aiden went to the stage?
He didn't say. I imagine he just wanted some peace and quiet.
Did you guys have a good relationship?
I'd like to think so. When he gave me my break, I held him at my career.
Right.
Detective, you're not suggesting that I'm a suspect in all of this.
Everybody's a suspect, pal.
But
I've known Hunter a long time. He's not a killer.
Well, he was the last person to see Aiden alive.
As far as you know.
Tess, you guys haven't seen each other in a few years.
Yeah, but he's not a violent person. Trust me.
And how do you know for sure?
We used to date. I know him. He would never do something like this.
If you say so.
See you later.
You fired me over nothing.
Well, that didn't make you upset. Look, I have to ask, can you account for your whereabouts around the time of the murder?
I was in the alley getting some air. That's where I saw this guy exit the studio and head down the alley towards 49th Street.
Did you get a good look at him?
No, he was like 50 yards away. I just saw that he was blonde and tall. I gotta pack my things, is that all?
Yeah. Stay in touch.
Yeah.
Who do we have?
A tall, blonde male was seen exiting the studio, running towards 49th Street around the time of the murder.
The guy that broke into Aiden's dressing room, medium height, brown hair. I called the officers who were looking into the case, and they said they wiped all the prints clean off the award that was used to attack the security guard.
You get anything off the security cameras?
No, the system's down for an upgrade.
Just our luck. Is there any possibility that somebody in the audience might have done this?
No, security says that they do a full sweep of the auditorium after every taping. It's highly unlikely.
Okay, let's get some unis over to 49th Street, see if those cameras or ATMs might have captured this guy exiting the alley.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey,
just can't believe he's dead.
I'm so sorry. It's been such a long day. You should go home and get some rest.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey. What's going on?
Well, you know, our best lead right now is a tall blonde male.
Well, there's just not much to go on.
Yeah, I mean, that's better than nothing.
You know, you got here so fast.
Well, I was just happened to be in the area when the call came in, so. I should get back.
Yeah, I should go.
Yeah, all right.
Riddler Forum.
The Riddle Me This fan forum. Thought I'd see how people are reacting online.
And what are they saying?
How devastated they are mostly. I mean, Aiden made the show special. Everybody loved him.
What?
Okay, there is this one poster. They keep writing digs about Aiden.
Like what?
How pompous they think he is. How he probably couldn't answer a single riddle. You know, junk like that.
You know what? It's easy to be mean when you're hiding behind a screen name. Did they post anything that looked like it could be a threat?
Not that I can remember, but I'll go back and take a look at old posts. Do you think that someone could actually take their hatred for Aiden offline and into real life?
I don't know. I mean, anything's possible, right? If you find any information, I'm sure it'll be helpful for the detectives.
You know what? I got to be friends with one of the forum moderators. I'll see if he can get me any details.
Thanks, Sonia.
Yeah.
Something wrong?
Yeah, you lied to us.
No. Video footage didn't show anybody exiting the alley onto 49th.
They must have gone the other way, towards 50th. I must have gotten confused.
You know, there's a big difference between confusion and total fiction.
One's a misdemeanor. You signed a false witness statement.
I'm sorry. Was Aiden firing me, and then him getting killed. I was worried you might think I had something to do with it.
If we find out you're not being straight with us...
I am. I swear.
Well, then I suggest you keep yourself available in case we need to speak with you again, okay?
Of course. Thank you.
It's a pretty big reaction for an honest mistake, huh?
Pull her phone records, take a closer look at her.
So we couldn't confirm PA's story.
There's no cameras facing the alleyway on 50th.
But you think there's more to it than that?
I definitely think she's hiding something, Pops. We're looking into her.
Anybody in the crew raise any red flags?
So far, nothing jumps out.
Did you get that ID scan list from security?
Yeah, just came in. Here.
Thanks. Oh, that's interesting.
What?
There's an ID that was scanned in the south entrance 30 minutes before Aiden's death, but there's no name associated to the badge number.
Could it be a system error?
Maybe, or our killer got access to the building. Let's head over to the studio and see if anything knows anything about it. Talk to you later.
Yep.
Yeah, this right here. We can just cinch it up.
Okay.
Do we color correct this segment? Looks like... Tess, hey.
I was just gonna leave these, but security said I could come back, so I didn't want to interrupt, though. Am I interrupting?
No. No. Not at all. You want to take 5?
Yeah, I could stretch my legs for a bit.
Look at these. Oh, these are so cool.
Baseball fan?
Yeah, Cincinnati Reds.
Oh, I thought we had it bad.
30 years since our last World Series appearance. Go Reds.
Coffee?
Yeah, please. What brings you by?
No, I didn't know if you still got a chocolate craving when you were stressed, so I thought if you did, maybe these would help.
You baked for me?
Oh, no. Who has time to bake? I stopped at Mammon in Little Italy. The best.
I still can't believe you remembered.
No, some details just stay with you. So, how are you doing? How are you feeling about everything?
Still in shock, mostly.
Yeah. Do you know what's going to happen with the show?
We're in the dark while Studio Network sorts out our fate. They've asked us to finish editing the episodes that we've already shot. Then we wait and see.
So there's a chance the show might not come back?
We've weathered hard times before, but now that Aiden's not at the helm, who knows?
Yeah. What other hard times?
Just a few months ago, we had a former contestant accuse the show of helping Nasser win.
That's a pretty serious accusation.
Broadcast standards and practices looked right into it. Guess what? They didn't find any evidence because, of course, there wasn't any. Just another sore loser. Kind of happens. Oh, sorry. Detectives.
Hey. Hi.
Would you like a cookie?
Hi.
Don't worry, they're not mine. Tess brought them.
Sure.
I'm good, actually. I'm allergic to chocolate.
Really? I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, well, you know, when you really think you know someone, they can still surprise you.
Tell me about it. I didn't know Tess here kept a journal until well into our engagement.
It's
Right.
Dana's office around here.
Yeah, it's just down the hall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. Logan, sorry. I'll see you later.
Sure.
Got a second?
Come in.
I just had a quick question about an ID that was used yesterday.
Sure.
An ID was used to get access to that entrance there. But what's odd is that there's no name associated with the ID login number.
Maybe Ian will know. Security office downstairs.
Aiden told me to do it.
Do what?
Make an ID for him. Well, not for him, but for someone else he wanted to have access to the building.
Who?
He didn't say.
When was this?
Just about a week ago.
Why am I just hearing about this?
Aiden told me to keep quiet about it, Dana. He said if I mention it to anyone, he'd have me fired.
So whoever Aiden gave access to the building, they had free reign to come in and out of the studio whenever they wanted?
Yeah, that's the long and the short of it.
And we have no footage of them using the card because cameras are down.
Look, if it had been anyone else, I'd have said no way. I'm sorry, Dana.
Mm-hmm. You have any idea who Aiden might want to done this for?
No, but his behavior lately has been erratic, to say the least.
How do you mean?
Showing up late for walkthroughs, more irritable than usual, blowing off meetings. He came in with a bruise around his eye the week before last.
Did he say what happened?
He said he banged it on the coffee table, reaching to pick something up.
You believe him?
No. But what was I going to do? I had the makeup department work their magic, and the show went on.
Well, was something going on in his personal life?
He wouldn't share it with me, even if there was. The only person that Aiden spent any time with outside of the show was Hunter.
How close were they?
They would have dinner together. I think they went on a trip to Vegas last year. Hunter realized that if he was chummy with Aiden, good things would happen.
You know, they say some people know how to play the game. Thank you.
Thanks.
O'Connor. Really? Okay, all right, thanks. Wow, I guess all those trips and expensive dinners were adding up for Aiden. It was Chauncey who pulled his financials. Guy was broke. Flat broke.
Bellissima, fantastico. Grazie per tutto, Chef Lorenzo.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao. Hey, since you signed us up last time, I'm going to take care of the Tuscany classes next, okay?
You know, actually, I was going to tell you that I need to take a break for a few weeks, actually.
What's the problem? I thought you were enjoying yourself.
No, I am, really. It's just that my schedule's going to change. Some of my clients had to adjust their appointments, and I'm going to have to work some nights.
It's all right. I get it. Being a therapist isn't really a normal 9-to-5 job. I mean, you have scheduling changes, as you said, and your clients really do depend on you.
Yeah, they do. And thank you for understanding.
Do you need a lift?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well, bye then.
Every post by the kid 324.
Oh, wow, that is pretty prolific. Was your moderator friend able to get us any information on the identity?
Because of the forum's privacy rules, they were only able to give me an IP address. Wait, do you think we can identify a person with that?
I feel like Frank might know.
What's up?
We're just wondering, can you find out a person's identity from an IP address?
No, not unless you got a warrant.
Well, what about their location?
Yeah, that's very possible. You got the number?
Yeah, right there.
Okay. Well, I can't give you an exact address, but it looks like the post came from a computer in Williamsburg.
Williamsburg. That's where the Riddle Me This studio is located.
According to his credit card statements, Aiden spent a lot of time in Atlantic City, Vegas.
Yeah. I guess Hunter accompanied him on one of these trips. Probably asking if Aiden had a gambling problem.
Hey, Tess.
Hey.
Hey. Coffee.
Yeah.
What brings you by?
You know, I was looking at some Riddle Me This fan forums, and there's one poster who just said some pretty harsh things about Aiden.
Okay, so somebody in Ohio was saying some things about some TV hosts, so.
That's the thing. They're not actually in Ohio, they're in Williamsburg.
Which is where the studio is, okay.
And the user used the name The Kid 324. And I had Sonia do some research for a baseball puzzle, and it turns out that Gary Lopez was the pitcher for the Brooklyn Bears in the 90s.
Okay.
His nickname was The Kid. And his lifetime home run total was 324.
Tess, I think you're spending too much time out in left field here.
I know, sorry, but it's Graham Miller. He's a huge, huge fan of the Bears. I mean, his desk was covered with memorabilia and souvenirs. I think maybe he posted this.
Well, thank you for putting all this together. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Logan, I should have told you about me and Hunter.
Yeah, you kind of threw me a curveball.
I'm sorry. I mean, I was going to. I was, and then it just, with everything going on, I kind of lost my chance.
Look, you guys' history together aside, I still think Hunter knows a whole lot more than he's letting on.
What are you implying?
I'm not implying anything, Tess. I'm stating. I think Hunter is hiding something.
You know, there was a short period there where I thought maybe you weren't the most cynical person I'd ever met.
Anything interesting?
Well, Hunter had mentioned that a former contestant accused the show of giving Nasser an advantage over other contestants.
Tom Sprouse lost to Nasser early in his run by only a few dollars. Probably the only time anyone really challenged Nasser.
So maybe Sprouse just got tired of trying to bring it to light legally and he took it out on Aiden. We need to get his reaction to Aiden's death. You know, for the article we're writing.
Huh? What article? Oh, that.
Do I think he had a gambling problem?
Yeah. And you guys went to Vegas together, right?
Well, yeah, and he gambled while he was there, but, you know, he was in a much different tax bracket than I am. Just figured that's how somebody with money to burn blows off steam, you know?
Right, right. Did you ever say anything to you about using a bookie?
Not that I recall. Although he did have a regular poker game he played in.
You say it what?
Oh, sounded high-end. 5-figure buy-in.
Okay, thanks. Is Graham around?
Yeah, he's upstairs in the editing bay.
Okay, appreciate it.
How do you make the number 7 even without addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division?
Detective, sorry, I didn't hear you come in.
The Kid 324.
The what?
Your username on the Riddler forum. The one you used to trash Aiden. If I ever saw Aiden crossing the street, I'd step on the gas. I don't know about you, Graham, but that's a threat to me.
How'd you find out?
That's not really important. What's important here is why would you be posting threatening messages about a man who was recently murdered?
Those posts, it was just me venting. Fans of the show were convinced that Aiden was the charming, witty person they saw on TV every night. But in reality, he was just this cruel, petty jerk.
And you wanted to drop him down a peg or two in their eyes, huh? If working here was so bad, why not just quit?
Dana, if I left, I would never see her. She gives everything to this place. 16-hour days, 6 days a week. She's the real reason the show is as good as it is.
Now, you said that you were in here editing around the time of the murder, right?
That's right, yep.
And your computer can log all of your work?
Yeah, every step.
All right. Well, good. Then I'm going to need a copy of your hard drive, because if you were indeed in here working, the log will confirm it.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me. Amrita, what's up? Really? So that's why she lied to us then. Okay, I'm on my way. An officer will swing by to collect it, okay?
You're from the Sentinel, you said? Yeah, I tried to get some of this in my story there, but no one gave me the time of day.
Well, we're here now. So you believe Nasser's getting an unfair advantage?
No way I would have lost to that guy if it was a fair game.
Broadcast standards and practices said otherwise.
Didn't want a scandal on their hands. They didn't want to find anything, so they didn't.
What should they have been looking for?
Why he gets 10 double-up dilemmas for every other contestant's one?
You're saying that Nasser knows where they are beforehand. But how?
That's the part I can't quite figure out. It's not like they're doing it out in the open. There's got to be some sort of secret code or a buzzer, I thought, but maybe that's too obvious.
Thomas Bros, NYPD, I need you to come with me. All units, I got a suspect fleeing on foot. South 3rd Avenue, suspect.
I didn't do anything. Get off me.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, well, why she keeps lying to herself?
Wait, who?
Sally Jenkins. Remember the production assistant from Murder Me This? It's his girlfriend. Let's go. Talk to you later.
Yeah. Wait, girlfriend?
Think I killed Aiden? Come on. Told everybody and their mother you got a raw deal. Show was fixed.
Because it's true.
Cost you a chance to make quite a bundle, huh? I mean, how much has Nasser made so far? He's got to be north of $2 million, right? He's doing the morning talk shows, all the late night appearances. Guy's a household name now.
He's a fraud. That's what I was looking to prove. That's why I tossed Eden's dressing room.
Because you were looking for vindication, right? Until, unfortunately, the head of security came and found you.
I didn't want to get caught. So when I saw the award on the shelf, I hit him with it.
Good. Now we're getting somewhere. You admit to that.
Yeah.
Now admit to murdering Aiden.
No. Absolutely not.
He didn't do it.
Well, you must have thought he did something worth lying to us over.
He'd been so upset about the show. It was all he talked about.
And so you offered to help him?
Knowing the security cameras were down, I snuck him into the studio using my ID. He went through Aiden's dressing room looking for any evidence that they'd been cheating.
But he came up empty.
I lied because I didn't know if after he didn't find anything, he didn't go back.
That's why you made up that story about that blonde guy.
But he didn't. He was working that day at his parents' dry cleaners. Every customer that came in can swear to it.
Oh, is that what he told you?
Check for yourself. You'll see.
Okay.
If I tell you something that might help the investigation, could that help Tom? Get him a lighter charge?
Well, it depends on how helpful what you've got to say is.
All right, let's hear it. Sally said she heard Aiden on the phone with someone. He told them, when I leave the table, he'll be the one owing me $75,000.
Wait, Aiden was into somebody for $75K? That's not chump change. Do you think she was telling the truth this time?
I do. Now, she knows telling the truth is the only thing that'll help her boyfriend.
Sally mentioned who Aiden owed the money to?
No, just that it sounded like they played in the same poker game together.
Well, Hunter did mention there was a high-end poker game that Aiden frequented.
It could be whoever it was got tired of waiting for the debt to be repaid, took matters into their own hands.
First thing, let's check out Tom's alibi for the day of the taping, okay?
Yep.
Customers confirmed Thomas Sprouse was indeed at the Soundless Dry Cleaners at the time of the murder.
Okay, and what about Sally?
The medical examiner said that with the angle of the bruising, the killer had to be taller than Aiden, and for strength that was necessary to strangle Aiden, most likely male, but not for certain. But they both had motive.
Well, if Aiden and Nasser were cheating.
That's impossible.
What?
Isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, there's a history of game show scandals. Michael Larson was memorizing patterns on Press Your Luck. Ted Slauson was memorizing, the prices of common items to help his bids on The Price is Right.
And there's that 21 quiz game show from the 50s, right? That had a scandal.
Yeah.
Saw the movie.
Okay, so let's just say they are cheating.
Right.
If Aiden or Nasser was threatening to go public about it, then...
But that would destroy their reputation test. And Aiden would not get his new contract.
Yeah, and Nasser would have to give back over $2 million in winnings.
Mutually assured reputation killer.
So maybe someone else found out about it. Maybe they were being blackmailed to keep the secret.
Okay. Maybe it was the guy that Aiden owed $75K to.
Yeah, but if standards and practices was keeping, Nasser and Aiden from seeing each other, or even talking to each other outside of being on camera, then how was he feeding him information?
That's the $64,000 question.
What?
What? No, nothing.
What?
No, it's nothing. It's just... Okay. Hunter writes the riddles, right? Wouldn't it be safe to assume that he would know what the double-up dilemmas are?
Logan, he wouldn't.
Him and Aiden were close. What if Aiden told him about the scam?
And so what? Hunter blackmails Aiden, then he finds out he's broke and he kills him instead?
It's just a theory.
Yeah, and it's a wrong theory, Logan. You have mustard on your shirt.
Every episode Nasser's competed in.
I really appreciate it.
Is this for a puzzle that you're working on, or?
I talked to Tom Sprouse.
You're looking into the cheating thing. That accusation is total nonsense. If anything like that was going on, I would have known about it.
You're probably right. But I did a little research, and he was right about Nasser finding double-up dilemmas at a higher rate than any other contestant.
He also answered more questions correctly.
Sure, giving him a higher chance of uncovering the DDs. I understand.
All of which doesn't matter because Aiden didn't know where the DDs were until they were revealed on the board.
What can I say? I love a pointless exercise. Should I get this back to you?
Oh, not that I think that you would pirate it, but...
I'll get it back to you, I promise. I'm sorry, I should know how to leave here by now, but I swear I get confused every time.
All right, just hang a right at the end of the hall, shortcut through set, and keep on going till you hit the security desk.
Okay, thank you so much.
Hello? Who's there?
See, your choice of wardrobe hasn't changed since the academy there, Detective Bell.
Right, I'm looking out for a bus tonight. Need to be inconspicuous. You know how it is. Beats wearing a suit any day of the week.
I'll agree with you there.
Yeah. So what can I do for you, detectives?
We have a murder victim, Aiden Brooks.
Game show host. Turns out he was in the hole 75K to some guy who was running a high-end card game. You wouldn't happen to know any A-list games out there, would you?
Well, there's a few around town that cater to a celebrity crowd.
Okay.
I could shake a few trees, try to find out which one Aiden played in.
No, I'd appreciate it, brother.
Anytime.
Connor. Is she okay? All right, I'm on my way. Something happened to Tess. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, it's okay.
Tess, hey. You okay?
Yeah, I'm just a little shaken up.
Okay, what happened?
A light fell from above the stage. Tess jumped out of the way just in time.
Well, lights don't fall on their own.
There was someone in the control booth.
Could you make it who it was?
They had a spotlight on me, so I only saw a silhouette. I think I just want to go home.
Let me
my car's right this.
Tess! Oh, honey. Oh, I'm so glad you're all right. I'm gonna take you home. Come on.
Thank you both for the offer.
Yeah, of course.
Come on, sweetie. Are you sure you're...
What was security?
Well, now that we're shut down, they've cut back on the number of personnel.
And who was inside?
Dana, some assistants. I think Nasser's packing up his dressing room. Graham's editing.
Hey, listen, I need a crime scene unit, some units down here to my location ASAP, okay?
Listen, detective, if there's anything else I can do to help.
I'll let you know what.
I'm guessing it's right upstairs.
Over there?
Yeah. Why go after Tess?
Because Dana said that Tess was looking into the cheating allegations. Maybe somebody found out, got scared.
And if anyone should be worried.
It's Nasser.
Come in.
So listen, apparently someone tried to drop a light on Tess Harper. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
No, I wouldn't. You guys think I would just hang around waiting for the police to show up if I did?
You planning to go somewhere?
Yeah. Today was my last day of press commitments, so I was thinking of going back to Oklahoma. Security guy said it was okay for me to come get my stuff.
Are you planning on letting us know? Because we're in the middle of a homicide investigation here, and last time I checked, you have no alibi.
Well, the show is dark, and no idea when it'll continue, if at all. I miss my home. I miss my bed. Better to ask for forgiveness than for permission, right?
Well, don't expect either one of us to give you that. Are you aware of all these accusations brought against you in the show from your former contestant?
Sprouse?
Yeah.
That guy's off his rocker. I beat him just like I've beaten everybody else. On the level.
But if someone can prove otherwise, puff, there goes all your winnings, right?
And don't forget all those little talk show invites, too.
Right.
You know, if you guys are looking for someone with an axe to grind with Aiden, I would look at Dana Miller.
Why is that?
She tell you tried to torpedo a job offer that she got?
No.
Before the last show, I heard Dana tell Aiden that she was thinking about taking a job offer in Los Angeles.
Aiden, we can figure this out. I can just tell Malcolm that my decision to leave has nothing to do with you.
I'm only asking you for a few more weeks.
They want me to start next week.
There'll be other jobs.
I have worked myself to a nub for you and this show, and I've never asked for anything in return.
My answer is no. And drop it, or I'll start telling stories. I can set your reputation on fire with just a few phone calls.
He said that once his new deal came through, she'd be free to do what she wanted. But if she jumped ship before that, it'd be clear to Marlon that Aiden and his behavior was becoming too much.
And then Marlon would have to replace him. And there goes that 7-figure-a-year contract.
Dana said that as soon as the ink was dry, she was out. Listen, detectives, I had every reason for wanting the show to go on. For all the reasons that you mentioned.
Hey, don't you have your cooking class with Chauncey tonight?
Nope. The last one was last week. And I don't think we're going to be doing that anymore together.
Why not?
The other day when we went to the taping, it just hit me how much I still miss your uncle. And I started to feel guilty.
Guilty about what?
Just all these wonderful experiences I'm doing without him. All these things that he and I had planned to do together.
Your cooking class with Chauncey.
Yeah. I told Chauncey a white lie. That my work schedule was changing.
There's no one who would want you to be out there having fun and doing things that bring you joy more than Uncle Brian. I mean, aside from me, of course.
I should talk to Chauncey, shouldn't I?
Yeah, I think he'd really appreciate knowing how you feel.
Thanks. I'm a phone call away if you need anything, all right?
All right, thank you.
Ooh, red roses. Are those the flowers that Hunter sent you? They are very pretty.
I don't really know how I feel about them, but
flowers can be just flowers, you know.
When are flowers ever just flowers?
Must be nice knowing that somebody is thinking about you that way.
I don't know. I think I'm having a hard time deciding what to think about Hunter when I know how I feel about Logan, and yet I have no idea where I stand with Logan.
Well, maybe it's time that you figure out where he stands with you.
What do you mean?
Honey, maybe he's just waiting for a sign from you that you feel the same way about him as he does for you. You know, despite the way Logan acts, he is just as afraid of getting his heart broken as the rest of us, honey. Yeah, okay. You take care. And I'll check you later, okay?
Love you.
Love you more.
Welcome back to Riddle Me This. Surprise! Since you might not be in the headspace to go out, I thought I'd bring the food to you. Or just be the delivery person. Cash tips preferred.
I mean, I didn't even realize I was hungry. That smells delicious. Come on in.
It's chicken fried rice, veggie egg rolls.
My favorite.
Some things just stay with you, you know? Well, see, that's the thing. I spent a lot of time thinking about why you broke off our engagement. And eventually, I came to the conclusion that it's one of the best things that ever happened to me.
You're welcome.
I was just so in my own head, you know? So focused on starting a career that I was blind to all of the amazing things and people that I already had right in front of me. Anyway, it's It's something that I promised myself I wouldn't let happen ever again.
Yeah.
Did you ever figure out the riddle in the card?
A measure of time, not found on a clock, but in your heart. A second chance.
So what do you think?
I think that's... I think that's a lot to think about.
Well, you don't have to give me an answer tonight. What do you say we just enjoy a dinner?
Crime scene guys pulled a whole mess of prints out of the control room, but one stood out.
Who?
Matthew Nasser.
Didn't we tell you to stay in town?
Yeah,
Guy doesn't have all the answers all of a sudden, does he? Come on, let's go. Your fingerprints were found on the door to the control room.
That's why you dragged me all the way in here.
You sit down.
You know, I've been on this show a few weeks now, right? Gone up to the control room at least once or twice.
Yeah, you know, I thought about that.
Yeah?
That's why I called Dana. And I asked her, would there ever be a reason for you to be near or in that control room? And guess what her answer was? No. Never.
I had nothing to do with the light falling.
I can place you there.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you find my fingerprints on the console? The one that actually controls the rig? Because I never touched it.
Then why are we finding your fingerprints all over the door then?
Curiosity. Yeah. Went up there the other day to take a couple pictures.
Pictures?
Mm-hmm. I oversee the AV club at the high school I teach at, and I thought, hey, look, why don't I show these students what it's like behind the scenes of a real TV show?
Yeah. Teacher of the year, huh?
Oh, yeah. 2 years in running, actually. Now listen, detective, if you're not going to charge me for anything, can I go home now?
We let him walk, he leaves the state.
We can't hold him for a fingerprint on a door.
Dad, he doesn't have an alibi for Aiden's murder. Not to mention he was one of the only few people in that studio at the time that there was an attempted murder on Tessa's life, and you know it. His hands are not clean. I can feel it.
Feel is one thing. Proof is another.
Okay, what about the computer guys? They find anything on Graham's hard drive?
There was a 10-minute window between keystrokes around the time of Aiden's murder.
10 minutes. Yeah. According to the studio layout in his office, 10 minutes is not enough time for Graham to walk over there, strangle Aiden, and get back.
Hey, guys. You okay?
No, are you?
Yeah. Detective Bell and Vice gave us the details of Aiden's poker game tomorrow night. Warehouse down by the docks, 9 p.m. tomorrow night.
Great. Fantastic.
Okay, but there's a catch.
What?
It's only open to known high rollers or celebrities.
Do we know any?
I have a cousin that's a music producer. He's in Atlanta.
I know someone. Her name's in the paper every day.
Tess? No. Pop? No. She almost died 24 hours ago.
No, Tess can handle herself. She's proven that. Even in the short time I've known her.
Okay, so you guys are telling me you're okay with putting her in a situation where she could be sitting across from Aiden's killer. You're fine with that?
Son, we'll be with her for every step.
I mean, if you have a better idea, we're all yours, partner.
Still trying to figure out how Nasser and Aiden might have been cheating?
Yeah, I've watched like 12 episodes and I can't spot anything. I don't know. Maybe I'm wasting my time.
Well, maybe I can put your time to better use.
Hey, detective.
No.
Frank. You're gonna...
You got him in?
Of course.
You play poker, right?
Yeah, my monthly Texas Hold'em game with the girls. Why?
Well, we managed to get an invite to a game that we think Aiden was playing in.
And what, you think the guy that Aiden owed money to might be there?
Might be. But we need someone recognizable to get us in the door.
Who are you gonna get? Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you test. Come on, you're in 6 million papers worldwide.
Logan, you really think this might help catch Aiden's killer? I'm in.
All right. I'll pick you up at your place. Say 8 p.m.
Yeah, it's a date.
Okay. Thanks.
Des, this microphone is for you, okay?
Okay.
Put this in your ear. That way you can hear me, and we can hear what's going on, okay?
Okay.
You're wearing the bracelet. Sweet.
Yeah. I'll never take it off.
You look lovely, by the way.
Thanks.
And your buying money?
How much is this?
It's 20.
1,000?
Yeah. Yeah, you're not gonna get in that door for anything less.
Okay. Wow. All right. So I go in, I play poker, and I just try to get people talking.
Yeah, but you gotta do it in a way where they don't think you're fishing for information, okay?
Right.
Just be yourself.
Okay. If you feel like you're in any kind of danger, you say the word and we'll come running. Okay?
Okay.
Oh, FYI, you're gonna have to personally reimburse the department if you lose any money.
What?
I'm kidding. Okay, it was a joke. All right.
All right. Wish me luck.
You're gonna do great. All right? Good luck.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. A little staticky, but I can hear you. Now listen, the password is Pablo Picasso. Okay?
Hi, Pablo Picasso.
I'll make sure it's all here.
Hello. Guess I just sit right here. Okay. Hi. Look at that. There you go. Thanks so much. Well, thanks for letting me join your game. Gotta admit, I'm a little nervous.
Just keep this going as long as you can, okay? Keep talking.
Your blinds, please.
So where's everybody from? Do you hear about Aiden Brooks? Just awful, isn't it?
You spend a lot of money to sit and watch people play poker, lady.
Raise 5,000.
What are you doing?
Wow.
Double it.
All in.
If you bust out now, I'm closer to finding out who Aiden got the money to.
Thanks, boss. Aiden used to play here sometimes. Man couldn't play cards to save his life.
Yeah. He owed some people a whole lot of money.
Easy, Tess, easy.
Where did you hear a thing like that?
Oh, we used to
We played together a few times.
That Aiden was a talker. Big talker.
Oh, which game might have that been at? Was this at Benedito's place?
You know, it was somewhere in Chinatown.
You getting status? Tess?
Chinatown, huh? Make sure she doesn't leave. You might have bluffed me out of that last hand, but I'm not buying it this time. Now, with all the money that Aiden owes me, if he set foot in another card game, I would have heard about it.
Tess!
I should probably call it a night and quit while I'm ahead.
But nah. Why don't you stay and tell us what you're really doing here?
Let go of me!
Anti-crime task force. Keep your hands in view.
Freeze! Don't move. NYPD.
Let her go.
It took long enough.
That signal went out. Better late than ever, right?
Put your hands behind your back.
You okay?
Good.
Please tell me you didn't lose it all.
A little bit.
Great, fantastic.
Got the wrong guy.
Joseph Cheever. That's quite a record you got here. Racketeering, assault with a deadly weapon, theft. You like to steal, don't you?
When was the last time you saw Aiden Brooks?
Aiden who?
Guy that owes you $75K.
Why would I kill a guy that owes me money? That's bad business.
As a lesson to everyone else who doesn't pay up.
Sure. Aiden owed me money. He couldn't place a bet anywhere else, so I took his action. But then sit down on my poker games.
Did it worry you he was blacklisted everywhere?
I only took his bets in person. Made him show me the collateral first. But he kept talking about how his plan was foolproof, how everything would get sorted out soon.
His plan? What do you mean?
Something to do with his game show and a new contract.
Did he ever place bets with you at the studio?
Sure. He got me an ID so I can come and go whenever he wanted to place a wager.
And you went to see him there the day he was murdered.
And when I left him, he was very much alive.
The guy was broke. So what did he put down for collateral?
His car. Signed it over to me.
And you can prove that?
Sit in my driveway. Title's in the glove box.
What do you think?
Sir, I actually came here today to talk to you about Aiden Brooks. You know, before the last show, I saw you talking in the wings, and it looked like an argument.
Well, I mean, argument might be too strong a word. I told him if he didn't want to act professionally, I'd find someone who would.
And did you?
Between us, Hunter came to me a week before Aiden's murder, pitching himself as an option. Should we not move forward with Aiden?
I'm sorry, a week before?
I must say, Hunter impressed me. He reminded me of a young Aiden. We focus tested him, and he was a hit. I don't think the show is going to miss a step with him as host.
So the show is continuing?
After a respectable period of time off. With Nasser still going for the record, the network agreed we'd be foolish not to keep going.
Of course. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Well, I did have some clients who needed to change their schedules. I could have made it work to continue our cooking classes together.
But was it something I said?
No.
I mean, I know I can be a bit exuberant, but I've just been having such a good time.
Me too, Chauncey. And that's the problem. I just felt so guilty about it.
Guilty why?
Because I haven't had that much fun since my husband passed away.
Oh.
And part of me just feels like somehow this is just being unfair to what he and I had together.
My kids were in high school when my wife walked out on us. I put everything I had into making sure that they were okay. Then they went off to college and I didn't know what to do with myself. I started to hide in my routine, you know?
Work, home, work.
Exactly. And now I'm having more fun than I've had in years, you know, and I feel like I've got my old joie de vivre again.
I feel the exact same way, Chauncey. So, I tried to sign us up for those Tuscan cooking classes, but we're too late.
It's too bad.
What about salsa classes?
Salsa? I love Mexican food.
Salsa dancing.
Oh, I'm cursed with 2 left feet. Wouldn't be good.
Oh.
How about, bowling?
Bowling? Oh. I've done that since high school.
Well, you should try it.
You're on.
So I stayed up all night watching episodes of Riddle Me This, and I don't think Nasser and Aiden were communicating. Not on camera, at least.
All right, well, if Cheever didn't kill Aiden, it had to be somebody from the show. I mean, Aiden also torpedoed a job offer that Dana had on the table.
Wait, you said the ME thought the killer was likely male?
Most likely it is. Can't rule her out.
All right, so that's Graham and Nasser.
Yeah, and as much as I don't like the guy, I can't attach a motive to Nasser.
So then there's Hunter.
Yeah.
He was angling for Aiden's job a week before the murder.
What? When did you find this out?
I went to see Marlon Freeman earlier today, and he said he officially offered Hunter the host job when the show comes back.
Really? Hey. You okay?
Yeah, sorry. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
That's it. Look at his hands.
Okay, what about them?
I married your friend.
He has 3 fingers facing towards Nasser. Keep watching.
I might even have married you.
So he taps the no card.
Yeah. He does it so smoothly that it looks absent-minded, but it's not. Look. This time he has 4 fingers on the back of the card, and then 1, 2, 3. The number of times he taps the card.
Oh, come on. That's got to be a coincidence.
The number of fingers showing and taps changes, but he does this every single episode. He was signaling Nasser where the D's are located. Tom Sprouse was right.
The only person on this show who knows where the double-ups are located is
Hunter.
I can explain. Aiden came to me early on in Nasser's run saying that he was smart enough to challenge the record. You know, that it would be a ratings bonanza.
And you helped him?
He gave me my shot. He promoted me. Felt like I owed him. And the more Nasser won, yeah, the bigger our ratings got.
And then Aiden was murdered.
Which I had nothing to do with, Dennis. I swear.
How do you expect us to believe anything you say?
I may have made a bad decision, and Aiden could be unsavory once in a while. We all know that. But at the end of the day, he was my friend. I'm not a murderer, Tess.
Who else knows about this?
It's just me, Aiden, and Nasser. I promise. When I'm the host, I'm gonna make things right again. You know, the show will be completely on the level, but if you tell anybody does, then my career is over. I mean, completely over. Where are you going?
To do what you should have done in the first place when Aiden came to you. The right thing.
Where are you going? What are you doing?
Logan, I can prove Aiden was giving Nasser an advantage on the show. And Hunter was in on it.
You know I'm gonna have to bring him in, right?
I know.
You know, Tess said from the very beginning that you weren't capable of murder. Despite the fact that you lied to her. Despite the fact that you asked her to lie for you. I'm certainly hoping that her faith in you was not completely misplaced.
I didn't kill Aiden.
Why should I believe you?
I went to see Nasser in his dressing room.
I thought you weren't supposed to have direct contact with him.
No, I'm not, which is why I didn't mention it before. But Aiden's dead. I'm not gonna torpedo my own career if I don't need to. Graham saw me go into Nasser's dressing room. I was going to give Nasser the next day's categories when I saw him in the hall. We locked eyes, Detective. He saw me.
Did Graham say anything?
Nothing. Nothing. I don't know why he didn't then. Or after.
Nasser said the same thing.
Why would he protect them? Why not tell us what he saw?
Because keeping it to himself protects a bigger secret. Graham. He killed Aiden.
Hey.
I'm so sorry. I left in a hurry earlier and I forgot to return this.
Oh. Dana told me what you were doing. No luck, huh?
It turns out that Hunter and Aiden were giving Nasser an advantage.
Oh. That's... Wow.
Graham, what are you doing?
She's worked so hard, given everything to the show. No one would ever believe that she didn't know what Aiden and Nasser were doing.
You killed Aiden. Listen, you're only gonna make things worse. Just unlock the door and let's go to the police.
I'm sorry. I can't let you tell anyone.
They already know about the cheating.
I don't believe you.
I know you're in here. Aiden threatened her, too. When she told him about the job offer in LA.
He said that if I left before he signed his deal, he would see to it that I never worked anywhere again, ever. He said he would destroy me.
That's ridiculous. He can't do that.
You don't know that.
He said if she left, it'd signal to Marlon that he was too difficult, that he'd destroy her reputation if she left before he signed.
Followed him to this very stage. Just wanted to talk to him. Try to reason with him. But he wouldn't listen.
You know, my grandma and I used to watch game shows all the time when I was a kid. Riddle me this. How was that?
Get off the podium.
Not till I get my new car.
Did anybody see you come in?
Didn't. Keys.
Wow.
Not now, Graham.
Dana's earned the right to leave whenever she wants.
Well, if Dana would just have a little patience, she can leave whenever she likes. I'm going to make Nasser the new record holder.
What are you talking about?
I've been giving him the locations of the double-up dilemma.
What?
Now, Dana doesn't know anything about it, but that doesn't mean I won't implicate her. I mean, who'd ever believe she wasn't involved?
I will not let you do that to her.
But I hold all the cards, and there is nothing you can do about it.
Told me about his scheme with Nasser. That he'd implicate Dana, her career would be over. I didn't intend to kill him. I didn't.
Game over.
Drop it!
Drop it. Hands above your head.
You have the right to remain silent.
You all right?
I'm okay.
Got him?
Yep.
you don't get the final cut, do you, pal?
Graham admitted he was the one that tried to drop the lighting rig on you, Tess. He was trying to scare you off.
And Dana didn't know anything about this?
No, I guess Hunter and Astor said that Aiden wanted to keep the scheme from Dana.
No, first she learned of the scheme was when you showed her the proof.
He did everything to protect her.
The things we do for love.
Did you read the news? Riddle Me This has officially been canceled.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know how much you love the show.
That's okay. At least I've got my rom-coms. By the way, whatever ended up happening to Hunter?
He was banned from ever working on a game show again. And I heard that he got a book deal to write the Riddle Me This tell-all.
Some people always land on their feet, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's now the time to cash in on that dinner rain check.
Yeah, I could eat.
Okay.
Come in.
Hope you're hungry. All right, let me just a little bit. Wonderful. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Here's the fork.
Okay.
You can have it.
No, now I can have it. Oh, okay. It's good. Listen, Tess, I'm sorry about Hunter.
What? Why?
Well, I'm just sorry because, you believed that he was a better person than he actually was, and he let you down.
It was naive of me to think he was any different than the person I knew before.
Well, people can't change. Like, take me, for example. When you first met me, I was a cynical, emotionally closed-off homicide detective.
And now?
And now I'm a less cynical, emotionally closed-off homicide detective.
So what you're saying is change comes in small increments?
It does. What I'm also trying to say is you interfering in my case was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Sometimes I'm beaten, sometimes I'm broke, 'cause sometimes this shit is nothing but smoke. Is there a sea?
I never want to let you down.
You won't.
How can you be so sure?
Because when you know, you know.
Tell me how to be in this world. Tell me how to breathe and feel more. Tell me how, 'cause I believe in something. I believe in us.
Aren't you wondering why I'm here?
Nope. Dr. Jennings is dead.
Angie's one true